behind me could decide to squeeze, putting more money in, and then
I don't even
can go
understand
for the
how I'm
jam or
supposed to be
re-raise.
aware of
What is
this.
going on?
Well, that's
Like,
JYN. Marcus
I
has
don't
the
even know.
10-9 suited.
I just can't improve at not dying.
That's
from
exactly
to
what
just
happens. Prelog
something
finds the call, Young finds the call,
like,
and Marcus Gonzalez, he now 3-bets to $4,000.
Dream spot for Wolfgang.
This is exactly what we wanted to happen. Marcus is attacking what appears to be a pretty capped range from myself on the button. There's a lot of dead money out there, so I don't blame him, but Randy Sadler, aka 3Coin, makes our dreams come true when he now 4-bets to $9,000. I have the second best hand in all of poker. All 15K of my remaining chips are going into the middle. Both Marcus and Randy find the call, so just like that, we're playing a $43,000 pot, and I have a 69% chance to win all of it. We're gonna run it 2 times, which means we're gonna have 2 different pots, one for the first 5 cards and then one for another 5 cards. This happens a lot in these big games where people want to cut the pot in half and have a little bit less risk.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Support group.
3 ways to the flop here in a massive pot, and it comes king, queen, 7. Bang, we flop top set. The turn gives me a boat with the 7 of diamonds, and the river kills one of Randy's outs. He makes a boat on the river with the 8 of spades.
Oh, an 8 on the river.
Oh no, what a waste of the 8.
All right, we have half the pot locked up, so basically a free roll at this point. We're off to another 5 cards. The second flop comes ace, 9, jack, all diamonds. Randy has the 8 of diamonds, and Marcus has made bottom pair. But then the turn comes the 9 of hearts, giving Marcus a 78% chance to win it with 3 of a kind. With 1 card to come, we're drawing pretty slim, and Randy comes from behind and takes it down with another full house on the river.
Is an 8! How? The case 8!
Just like that, we're chopping the pot with Randy. Marcus has his hopes up on the turn just to get crushed on the river, and Randy 3Coin and I are chopping up 43.2K.
Oh my god.
Wait, hey, Randy, let's both bang Marcus. Let's both bang Marcus. Let's both bang him. I'll gladly present you with a banger. Marcus, that was sick.
Bang!
Nice hand.
Love you, brother.
Bang!
The knit game has just been announced, and I have just over $20,000 in my stack. I'm in the under the gun position, and I look down at ace 9 of clubs and decide to raise it up to $400. Marcus and Luis both put in the call. We're going 3 ways to the flop. The flop comes 5-5 deuce with 2 clubs, giving me the ace high flush draw. I decide to bet out for $500, and Marcus is the only player to put in the call. The turn now comes the king of clubs. Bang, we turn the flush. I decide to go for value here once again, and I bet $2,000 into the $2,500 pot. I want to set up a nice size bet on the river, and I think going large here is the exact way to do it. Marcus doesn't fold or call. Instead, now he raises me up to $6,500, and this pot is definitely getting large. I have a flush, the best flush to be exact, but the board is paired. What kind of boats would he have here that would have my ace high flush crush? Well, he could have something like king 5, maybe 5 deuce if he's crazy enough, or of course pocket deuces. I don't think Marcus has pocket kings, so I decided to put in the call, and hopefully we can get more information on the river. The river now comes the 9 of hearts, which should change absolutely nothing. So when I check it over to him and he jams for my remaining 13.1K, I decided to put in the call. We're playing a 41.7K pot, and when the cards hit their backs, we see the terrible news. Marcus flopped a boat. I didn't want to hit a club on the turn. Marcus is now returning the favor by putting the bang stickers back onto my chest.
Oh, get the bang Wolfgang.
Hey, Mr. Insurance, back you like a new crafting menu in your Dingus area?
Wolfgang gets banged.
Alright, after getting felted by Marcus in that cooler hand, I reach back into my pocket and take out $15,000 more dollars. I'm in for $35,000 now, and I raise it up to $400 with Queen 10 offsuit. Both Prelog and Young are gonna put in the call here, off 3 ways to the flop with $1,600 in the middle. The flop comes King Jack Jack, check, and even though the board is
You're
paired, I
getting
have an
sloppy.
open-ended straight draw, so I decided to fire out for $300. Only Prelog puts in the call,
hear
bringing
something.
in the
I think
turn,
it's dangerous.
which comes the 9 of clubs. Bang, we turn the straight. I decided to get tricky here and start with a check. If he has a jack, he's gonna bet it himself. He might also bet a king, and I think checking here balances my range pretty nicely. When I check it over to Prelog, he now takes up the betting lead and fires out for $1,000. Should I go for the check raise now, or should I just
Wait,
put
what's
in the
up,
smooth
Dunk?
call,
You like the
allowing him to
new
blast off on the
crafting
river? I
menu
decided to
in
raise it up
Terraria.
right here, right now. I want to play a big pot. I want to get value from an ace king, king queen, queen jack, ace jack type of hand, and I make it $3,500 to go. Without much thought,
a
he
new
puts
crafting
in the
menu.
call,
Yeah, if you
and just
updated
like
your
that, we're
game
playing a
as of
$9,000
Tuesday.
river, which comes one of the worst cards in the deck, the king of hearts. Now any
one.
king has a vote, any jack now has filled up on the river, and I'm stuck in no man's land. I have a straight, but it's just a bluff catcher at this point. If I check it over to Prelog, my hand looks really, really weak, and he gets
just
fire
never
out
click
with all
the-
of his
the crafting
pocket
window
eights,
button?
pocket tens, and get me off of the best hand. So
Exploring
I
the
decided to do a
dungeon.
very weird play here and bet
I need
out
to beat
small for
Skeletron, but it's
$700.
really hard because
Even
I'm
though
playing
9
somewhere
times
on
out
the
of 10
master
I'm
mode,
lighting the
so I'm
$700 on fire, it allows me to get a ton of information. If he puts in a raise, well, assuredly he'll have me beat, and that's exactly what happens when he goes into the tank, looks a little bit distraught, but then finally rips it all in on me with Jack 10 offsuit. What a terrible river card. We were gonna win the maximum on any clean river, but instead the poker gods decide to punish
My
me
world is
once
also
again,
looking real
and of
funny.
course I have to fold my cards.
bunch of orb.
Let's just say this session isn't going exactly the way I drew it up. I don't have many chips on the table. If I have any chance of getting unstuck and maybe making some money on this session, I have to go into my bag and put the rest of the money I brought into the Poker Go studio on the table. That's $23,000 more dollars, and now I'm in for $58,000 when I find myself in a very weird spot here against Marcus and Rampage. Marcus opens it up to $300, and Rampage 3-bets him to 1.6k. Marcus has been playing pretty loose tonight, and same with my buddy Rampage, so when I look down at 10-6 of hearts on the button, I have some evil intentions go through my brain. On one side of the coin, I should just fold my cards. I'm stuck a ton of money, and playing a hand like 10-6 of hearts could get me into a lot of trouble. But on the other side of the coin, the last time I was here at the No Gamble, No Future set, I played a massive $82,000 pot versus Rampage, so
Actually,
I think
nothing
I owe
counts.
him a little bit of action, and I kind of want to have some fun here too. He'll never see 10-6 of hearts coming, so I decided to 4-bet him to 3.9k. Yeah, this isn't something you'll see me do too often, but I'm on a big live stream, I'm stuck a ton of money, I want to win some of it back, and maybe Rampage is just rubbing off onto me with all of his punts, but when I 4-bet him, he decides to put in the call, and we're playing an $8,500 flop, which comes 9-7-6 with 2 spades.
9-7-6.
My beautiful fire.
One
Which
heart.
They just play a massive one
They
here.
could. I mean, Wolfgang, bottom pair, gutter, backdoor straight flush draw, Rampage, top pair now, top 2.
You got a
and the
sapphire
flush draw is there for Wolfgang.
Generally,
This is
people
exactly
or
how
good
it all
players
unfolds.
literally never make the
Wolfgang,
gem
remember,
staffs because they are fucking
48%.
ass.
There's 8.5k in the middle, and
You should get a
Ethan now
phase
takes up
blade
the betting
made of
lead and fires out for
meteorite and,
6.5k.
and
Kind of
15
strange
gems.
because I thought he would check
Phase
it over
blades
me.
is a blade
I'm
with
way more
50
likely to
Gs.
have king, queen, and ace king
The
than
staffs-
he is.
you think
So
the
when he
staffs
fires
are
out
fun?
for
Get- become a
6.5k,
Jedi
I'm
with
definitely
the
not going to put in a
lightsaber.
raise, but I'm
It's
also
so-
not going to be
it's so
folding
good.
now that I've picked up a lot more outs.
They cooked.
And just like that, we're playing an over 20k pot off to the river. What will come? Will our hand improve? Yes, it comes a 7
Chris,
of
I want
hearts.
And the river is the 7 of hearts. The flush comes in for Wolfgang.
Yeah,
We
at that
have
point, you
just
don't
now
really need it.
backed into the 10 high
You don't really
flush,
need
although the
a
7 of
lightsaber,
hearts
I
now
guess.
pairs the board. Ethan doesn't think too long, and in typical Rampage fashion, he puts the pedal to the metal. He doesn't slow down at all, putting me to the test once again here on No Gamble, No Future, and puts me all in for $21,000. After I improve to the river flush, I can't fold my hand. I just posture for a second to think about the hands that have me beat. He could have 6-7, he could have 9-7. Of course, he could have pocket 6s or pocket 9s.
I made a good hand, but it
But I'm definitely not going to be invited back if I start folding flushes in these big live stream games, so I put in a call, and a $63,000 pot is going to be pushed our way when Ethan turns over King 9 of diamonds.
There is a all there win for Wolfgang, who gets the best of Rampage once again.
Bang.
I am going to reserve the right to not bang my friend.
I would have won that.
Wait.
Say that slowly for the camera, please.
I think he was betting this here in case I have a hand like King Queen or Ace King, but instead I'm the one that gets the best of Rampage once again here on No Gamble No Future, taking in a $63,000.
Just listening to gambling in the background.